Hello there, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on today's edition of the program From the Territory, where we bring you happenings from the suburbs in the Federal Capital Territory, as well as major events in the FCT. My name is Tessie Omeri. We thank you for joining us. The program returns in just a moment. Welcome back. President Bola Tinubu has strongly condemned the bomb attacks which resulted in the loss of lives and the maiming of other citizens in Goza local government area of Borno State. President Tinubu describes the attack as desperate act of terror and a clear manifestation of the pressure mounted against terrorists and the success achieved in degrading their capacity to launch offensives. The president declares that the purveyors of wanton violence shall have a certain encounter with justice, and that these cowardly attacks are only but an isolated episode, as his government will not allow the nation to slither into an era of fear, tears, sorrow, and blood. The president states that his administration is taking necessary measures to secure citizens, emphasizing that efforts will be redoubled to ensure that those who trouble the nation, dispatching precious lives and disrupting laws and order are completely removed. In a statement by his advisor on media and publicity, Ajuri Nglale, President Tinubu condoles the victims of the attack, the families of the deceased, as well as the government and people of Borno State. And from today's sermon, the scripture says, in every situation, give thanks to God. Therefore, no matter the situation the country is facing today, Nigerians should give thanks to God for life and sustenance. Senior pastor, First Baptist Church, Area 11, Reverend Tom Tokpatori, gave this reminder at today's church service. The detail will come your way in our subsequent bulletin. And the lingering crisis of the Apo Mechanic Village has been resolved by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wiki. Aisha Uba Ali reports that the coordinator of the Abuja Municipal Management Council, AMC, Felix Ubua, on behalf of the minister, resolved the issue while receiving briefs on the matter. He announced plans to relocate the affected traders to Wasa district of the FCT.
It has been 15 years since the Apo Mechanic crisis, with various interests and yet inconclusive resolution. However, the Minister of FCT Nyesom Wiki mandated AMMC coordinator Felix Obua handles the case, and this briefing, consisting 17 recognized unions, is to report back to the administration the resolve of the different groups, which seems to be on the positive.
The Honourable Minister have given approval. I'll speak to you. The task force in charge of that area have also set up. The technical team in charge of the relocation will also be set up any moment from now. The people are happy. All the institutions are happy. All the legal problems have been resolved today.
Obua, who is barely 3 months in office, says he is elated that the council has been able to resolve a 15 years crisis under the leadership of FCT Minister Nyesom Wiki.
That we must remove everybody from the road corridor, the buffer, and the right of way. Where we are standing them down is where they are going to remain permanent. It's not road corridor. It's a place that has been designated for such purpose, for mechanic timber, not only them, both timbers, furnitures, gas cookers, and all whatnot. All these artisans that have been playing in the cities, we're going to relocate all of them out and make city Abuja what it's supposed to look like.
Obua further explained that the relocation will happen in less than a month, but not without enumeration, which will apply the use of national identification number to stall double registration of affected persons. In the meantime, the council will engage in the relocation exercise of affected persons individually, not collectively as unions. In Abuja, Aisha Uba Ali, NTA News.
Still from the FCT administration, now the stroke health. With more than 300 primary healthcare facilities in the FCT, servicing less than 5 million population, the FCT Health and Environment Secretariat says the administration is on course in making healthcare accessible to FCT residents as well as achieving universal health coverage. Aisha Uba Ali again reports that the mandate secretary, Health and Environment Secretariat, Adedolapo Bashewi, enumerates health program rolled out for FCT residents during the mandate edition or the maiden edition of the Medical Women Association of Nigeria conference held in Abuja.
The Medical Women Association of Nigeria (M1) has been in the forefront of providing health care to Nigerians, speakers say, not only as medical personnel but as mothers and life bearers. The maiden edition has as its theme Network for Prompt Diagnosis and Care. The aim is to exchange ideas towards reducing maternal mortality and eliminating cervical cancer. FCT Mandate Secretary for Health and Environment Secretariat Adedolapo Fashawe says FCT is rolling out health packages for residents towards actualizing universal health coverage.
City health insurance scheme that registers the vulnerable. All pregnant women were just recently declared free to register on our health insurance scheme, and the baby they give birth to for the first year of its life. All these things affect health outcomes.
Come together for collaboration, for networking, so that we can look at.
Discussions also centered on the need for government to remove bottlenecks in importation of raw materials for medicine in order to promote local content, while calling on the need to encourage and strengthen research institutions in the country.
My dear, it's not either to see the doctors or to see the nurses at the end and if medicines are incomplete.
That are very, very safe. And I know NAFDAC has been working with them, and that news coming.
Medical Women Association of Nigeria, a group established in the 36 states, including FCT, believe it is time medical professionals begin to look at wellness and well-being of Nigerians holistically, away from curative to preventive. In Abuja, Aisha Obali, NTA News.
We apologize for the bad audio in background report. Please do bear with us. The FT Police Command has observed with serious concern the manner in which motorists drive around the territory with single or no number plates and car dealers beyond the stipulated time, which is 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Section 5, subsection 5 of the Federal Capital Territory Road Transport Regulation Act 2005. It is no news that several recorded cases of armed robbery, popularly known as one chance, are mostly associated with vehicles with single or no number plates. These unlawful acts have pricked the attention of the populace, who have now begun to question the effectiveness of the police in addressing the menace. Consequent to the above, the Commissioner of Police, CP Bennett Igwe, has given a marching order that vehicles plying the roads with a single or no number plate should be impounded, with the driver arrested and prosecuted. Also, he warns car dealers against parking their vehicles in unauthorized parking lots and driving beyond the stipulated time, which is 6 o'clock, as defaulters will be made to face the full wrath of the law. Also, he reiterates that in the effort to ensure the safety and security of residents of FCT, no motorists or car dealers who come in conflict with the substantive laws will be spared. He urges residents to be vigilant and take advantage of the police emergency lines in reporting suspicious activities. Some of the lines include 003 200 3913, also 0802 8940 amongst others. And as part of continuous efforts by the FCT administration to make FCT a befitting nation's capital, the FCT Department of Road Traffic Services, DRTS, under the FCTA Transport Secretariat is ready to enhance access towards renewal of vehicle particulars. Aisha Uba Ali reports that the Director DRTS, Abdul Latif Bello, emphasized on the need, saying officers saying in a matter of weeks the backlog of number plates will be cleared.
The plans of the Directorate of Road Traffic Services (DRTS) is to ensure and adopt people-friendly policies, especially for motorists. But the issues of fake particulars, delays and extortion have been the hue and cry of motorists in the FCT.
Where you give them your paper and the money to renew your particular for you, some will collect the money, they will delay you, and some they do fake paper for us, because sometimes they don't arrest me like that. When I give them my paper, they now check, they say my paper is not internet. I call the person that did it for me, say it's a lie. The next thing, he off his phone.
Like my own, what happened to me, I renewed paper. I was going on the way. The VIO still arrest me. Collected the paper, check, and they say there's a confusion, there's a conflict in the paper.
While Omoni Sunday says within an hour and with just 22,500, he got his particulars renewed.
If you went there by yourself that I want to renew my paper, like a private, if you tell you say 25,500 or 22,500, they will renew it for you.
These unpalatable stories is what the director, Abdul Latif Bello, turns to address in the interview to clear the air, touching on the issue of rickety vehicles as well as defaulters of red light traffic signs.
We have to synergize with other agencies who have common responsibility with us, to be able to ensure a safer road and then a seamless traffic flow in the Federal Capital Territory.
In view of the fact that DRTS cannot work without the Road Safety Corps, this necessitated a recent visit to the Road Safety Command.
Topping those issues on the agenda that we discussed, is the issue of regular supply of number plate because of the security issue around it. Most vehicles now in the FCT are not registered because the numbers are not there.
The story here can be likened to different strokes for different folks. With some of the allegations and accusations from some motorists, it is believed the synergy between the Directorate of Road Traffic Services and Federal Road Safety Corps will yield positive results to reduce some of the ugly experiences. In Abuja, Aisha Ubali, NTA News.
Still talking transportation. Issues of non-availability of biometric data for booking of public transportation service through electronic application, otherwise known as e-hailing drivers, in view of security of drivers, safety of passengers were brought to the fore at a one-day symposium in Abuja. Odiri Ogboru Arutere reports that the program was organized by the Amalgamated Union of App-Based Transporters of Nigeria for its members.
E-hailing drivers are professional private cars owners whose primarily work for app-based transportation service providers for the purpose of ride-sharing. The frequent attack on e-hailing drivers by hoodlums who pretend to be passengers, the Amalgamated Union of App-Based Transporters of Nigeria says is one major challenge faced by members.
The task force, basically they are saddled with the responsibility of when we have challenges on the streets, challenges of harassment, challenges of maybe breakdown of vehicles on the road and all that.
Drivers is very important because what you don't know, and what you know will guide you against any.
We need people to be in place. We need technology in discharging our responsibilities the way I have seen and heard from some of the resource persons this afternoon.
We want to have it as an arm to ensure that our drivers, our members, their rights, their welfare, and everything that concerns their well-being is protected.
The FCT chapter of the union is therefore organizing this sensitization training to also improve the driving skills of e-hailing drivers for effective delivery of services.
Things that causes crashes on the road, we have the human factor, we have the mechanical factor, and we have the environmental factor. But out of the three, we have come to discover that the human factor carries the highest percentage.
Representative from the FCT Transport Secretariat, the police were in attendance. In Abuja, Odiri Ogboru Arutere.
Now to education. The Federal Capital Territory Administration is engaging secondary school students as part of efforts to promote entrepreneurship in the secondary education curriculum in the FCT. Aisha Uba Ali reports that Director FCT Secondary Education Board, Dr. Mohammed Ladan Sani, says the fourth edition of the entrepreneurship competition is among the 88 secondary schools under FCT Secondary Education Board.
The fourth edition of the Secondary Education Board Student Trade and Entrepreneurship Exhibition Competition is an event stakeholders say will be sustained, with 88 secondary schools participating in various skills. Director FCT Secondary Education Board, Dr. Muhammad Sani Ladan, says FCT Minister Nyesom Wike had expressed interest in empowering secondary schools within the territory to acquire relevant entrepreneurial skills that will make students self-reliant.
Or you finish university, you understand, you don't have anything handy to do, then you become a liability to the family. That is what we don't want. If everybody is self-sufficient and self-reliant, and instead of looking for a job, you become an employer of labor.
He further stated that the hunt for young minds with entrepreneurial ability at secondary school levels is to groom and mentor them to produce various goods that can be further improved towards contributing to the GDP. Acting Director, Department of Reform, Coordination and Service Improvement, Dr. Jumai Amadu, represented by Assistant Director of the agency, Kate Allison, says developing entrepreneurship at secondary school levels requires collaboration.
The department has an innovation division which collaborates with other SDS to harness their initiative and their innovation to bring it to limelight in the administration.
When they get to SS3, we always ensure that we allow them to do what we call trade certificate examination. That is normally coordinated by Federal Ministry of Works and Labor, so in collaboration with us.
The three-day intensive competition saw 12 secondary schools to the finals, as 5 of the 12 were picked for award recognition. In Abuja, Aisha Uba Ali, NTA News.
Good evening. Glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The
latest station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
Many thanks for staying tuned. Now let's look at some infrastructure development. Waru Community Township Road in Wasa District is to be constructed by the Abuja Municipal Area Council. This was disclosed by AMAC chairman at the flag-off ceremony of the 2.5-kilometer road in Waru, Abuja. Deborah Gaza-Jamaica.
Flagging off the 2.5-kilometer road construction in Waru, AMAC chairman Christopher Zaka-Mekalangu noted that some people may resist change, but maintain that change is one thing that is constant. Therefore, residents of Waru community must adjust and embrace development of their community, adding that road construction is capital intensive and the road which is to be constructed from Waru to Yemi 2 is about to open up the area for commercial activities.
But like this very one is very, very important because this road connects to two communities, Waru to Unity, and the people living here, there are more than 3,000 people. And their cry all the time is road, road, road. An award was given to someone before I came in. Unfortunately, you do not have the capacity. You have to revoke and give to someone that have the capacity.
With the road construction, it is becoming evident that the current administration has spread its projects across the 12 political wards, with some communities benefiting from different projects ranging from motorized boreholes, transformers, renovation of schools and primary health care centers, among others. initiated by Mekalangu's administration. Member, House of Representatives Amak Bari, constituency Mike Hajiba appealed to the community to remain resolute in deciding good governance.
What we call a chairman to represent the people at the local level is what he's doing, and he has not deviated at all.
Waru chief was full of thanks to the AMAC chairman for attention given to his community in Abuja. Deborah Gazaji Micah, NTA News.
And to reduce water, sanitation, and hygiene diseases among students of LEA Primary and Junior Secondary School, JIDU, a newly constructed block of toilets has been donated to the community by Ray of Hope Foundation. Deborah Gazazi Micah again has details.
Convenience. It is unfortunate that while learning is taking place in the classrooms, right behind the classrooms, some of the students are seen defecating in the open. The provision of social amenities in schools, such as toilet facilities, especially with the recent outbreak of cholera, is very key. This informed Ray of Hope Empowerment Foundation to adopt the Jidu community in the Abuja Municipal Area Council since 2018. The organization that is committed to addressing the plight of vulnerable school children has carried out many PETS projects with a lot of advocacy and sensitization programs on water, sanitation, and personal hygiene. Director of Primary School Services FCT UBEB Habiba Barau, while inaugurating the block of the toilets facility, said it will end outdoor defecation in the school.
This toilet is to help you. We don't want to see children urinating behind the classes or doing open defecation.
We know sometimes that these choleras are being contacted by open feces everywhere. And we felt that as an organization, the only way we can end open defecation is to make sure that we provide toilets.
The school head, community head, and representative of the LEA board and UBEB all commended the organization for touching the lives of the students.
I want to thank Mom for building these toilets for us. We are very grateful for building these toilets for us.
The children elected demonstrated their joy with a captivating performance. The Duke community is facing a serious challenge in the area of road infrastructure, as it is not easy accessing the community through the deplorable road in this rainy season. In Abuja, Deborah Gazaji Micah, NTA News.
Health, they say, is wealth. We say kudos to this organization for providing toilets, as to go a long way in protecting the children. It is on that note we conclude today's edition of the program from the Terrace Street. Thank you for your time.